Good afternoon. I'm Dana Tyler. It is Monday, July 2nd, a hot one. We're going to start this afternoon, with some breaking news. What a story this is. 12 boys and their soccer coach have been found alive in a cave in Thailand. They went missing there 9 days ago. The boys, who range in ages from 11 to 16, and their coach were discovered by the Thai Navy SEALs and other rescuers. And they were all found deep inside a partially flooded cave in the northern part of Thailand. The team went into the cave on a planned outing on June 23rd, but got stranded in dark tunnels by sudden flooding. Thai officials say they will try to drain water from the cave. Also, nurses and a doctor have been sent in to check on everyone's health. In our area, heat wave. It is official. 3 days of temperatures over 90 degrees. That's the rule to have a heat wave. From the beaches to swimming pools, all over the place. Sprinklers. People are doing their best to stay cool. CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge begins our coverage from McCarran Park in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Well, people have been waiting for more than an hour to get in here with the heat warning. You can expect pools are packed around the city, but don't worry if you're working or you don't want to wait in this lineup. The city has extended pool hours until 8 tonight and tomorrow to help people cool down. Lining up to be the first in the water, McCarran Pool is a prime choice to chill out on this sizzling summer day.
And it's going to be so hot today. I want to be all day in the pool.
Yesterday we came here and the line was finished all the way over there. So this time we came earlier to get a spot in the pool.
Swim.
Taking a dip is just one of the top ways to deal with the first official heat wave of the season, when the mercury reaches 90 degrees 3 days in a row. And it's looking like we'll continue to sweat right through July 4th.
I'm drunk.
Like these Pilates pros perspiring in an early morning workout session in Bryant Park.
I wanted to come out before the sun really hit. It came out a little earlier than I expected. It feels like 110 now.
With the temperatures feeling more like 100 to 110 degrees, in Central Park, vendors stocked their carts with extra ice for thirsty kids like Arthur.
I might get a Minute Maid lemonade.
Keeping hydrated, one of the ways health officials recommend avoiding heat exhaustion. The adults have another drink of choice.
Hot, sticky, chew the air, clammy, drink beer.
Now, if you don't have time to wait to go for a swim, the Parks Department says there are 600 spray showers throughout the city that will stay open until sundown. Cooling centers are also available, and health officials are reminding people to check on their neighbors, especially if they're elderly and don't have air conditioning, to make sure everyone is okay. In Williamsburg, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
All right. Thanks, Natalie. What is the future of this heat wave day by day? Here's CBS 2's John Elliott.
Hi, everybody. How you holding up? I know you don't want to hear this. Here we go again. Heat warnings and advisories. The warning in the bright color matching my hair and probably your mood. 100 to 110 for real feel numbers. Notice you're spared a little bit along the south shore. That south wind over the cooler ocean waters gives you some relief, but still, Nassau, Monmouth Ocean. I tell you, it's going to be uncomfortable and unsafe, too. Don't forget air quality suffers today, too. Elevated levels of ozone. Basically, it's this big dome of high pressure just stomping down, and everything is so compressed and hot, and that ozone is right in front of your face. That's why any kind of respiratory distress, and that could lead to more problems, or the young or the old. I mean, everybody's feeling it. So remember, watch the signs. Heat cramps, lots of water, lots of water. Heat exhaustion, you need to get AC. And heat stroke, you need to call 911. A heat stroke, very serious situation. That means your brain really can't handle the heat, and that can cause a lot of damage. Cars will really warm up quickly. Make sure you evacuate the heat before you turn the AC on. Wear lightweight, light-colored clothes. Nice, easy-going meal, not too much in the way of sweets, and a lot of water, too. And don't forget, your electronics can burn with this kind of sun. 95 today, some rumbles north and west tomorrow. I hate to tell you, kids, we're hanging on to the heat even as late as the 4th of July. Could see an isolated storm in the afternoon, but if it's an afternoon storm, that's good news for the fireworks at night. Keep your cool.
Thank you, John. New charges have been filed against disgraced film producer Harvey Weinstein. Today, the Manhattan District Attorney announced forcible sexual act charges involving a third unnamed woman in 2006, as well as 2 counts of predatory sexual assault. These charges are in addition to those filed in cases in May, which involved 2 other women. Manhattan DA Cyrus Vance is asking any other possible victims of alleged sexual abuse by Weinstein to contact the prosecutor's office. The family of Losandro Jr. Guzman Feliz was in court this morning as several suspects accused of beating and killing him faced a judge. The suspects, who are alleged gang members, have been charged with murder and gang assault. Police say Guzman Feliz was dragged outside a bodega in the Belmont section of the Bronx on June 20th and killed with a machete because the group mistook him for a rival. A bit of controversy about a sculpture that's on the Hudson River waterfront in Westchester County. People just not seeing eye to eye on this one. CBS 2's Clark Foraker has a preview of the story he's working on.
Hi, I'm CBS 2's Clark Foraker in Ossining, New York today, covering a little bit of controversy over the statue you see behind me. It started over the weekend with some comments on social media, some naysayers, some folks in town who say even 3 years after it was constructed, they want this statue taken down, maybe removed, something done, because they say the statue is just not very attractive to their waterfront area. So we talked to some people here in town, some who say it's an important focal point, and we talked to the artist, why he built the statue this way, what its different parts represent, and if he thinks it should stay here in the park in Ossining. I'll have that all for you tonight on CBS 2 News.
Thank you. Caught on camera the moment a woman is pulled into the ocean and bitten by a shark. Wow, in Western Australia. She was on a boat hand-feeding fish to a group of tawny nurse sharks when one of them dragged her into the water. I'd say yanked her into the water might be a better way to say it. She was able to get free. She says the shark got a hold of her finger and she suffered a torn ligament, several cuts, and a fracture. Whew. Thousands of police officers are on the hunt this noon for one of the most notorious criminals in France. He broke out of prison Sunday in a scene that was more like something out of a movie. CBS 2's Charlie D'Agata has more on this stunning, daring escape.
Inmates can be heard cheering from inside the jail. You can just about make out the helicopter flying off into the distance. On board, notorious French gangster Redouane Faïd. Here's how the brazen jailbreak went down. Heavily armed men took a terrified flight instructor hostage at a nearby flying club, hijacking his helicopter. They forced him to land at the one part of the prison that did not have anti-aircraft netting. Armed with assault rifles, 2 masked men used smoke bombs and power tools to make their way to the visiting room, where Faïd was meeting his brother. The getaway was over in less than 10 minutes without a shot being fired. Police found the chopper dumped by a highway around 40 miles away, the insides torched, the pilot shocked but unharmed. Later, 2 getaway cars were found torched too, one abandoned in a shopping center garage. France's most famous gangster said he modeled his heist on Hollywood crime thriller films like Heat.
Your money's insured by the federal government. You're not going to lose a dime.
Even personally thanking movie director Michael Mann for being his technical advisor. Faïd was serving a 25-year sentence for a botched robbery in which a young policewoman was killed, though Faïd said he had nothing to do with her death. And Faïd has managed to escape before, blowing his way out of prison using explosives hidden in packs of tissues. He was hunted down 6 weeks later. Charlie D'Agata, CBS News.
France's justice minister says investigators believe drones seen months ago buzzing above a prison may be linked to this brazen escape. New information about Facebook sharing user data. The social media giant now admits dozens of tech companies got access to its data well into this year. Originally, Facebook said access was restricted in 2015. Facebook made the admission in more than 700 documents delivered to Congress late Friday. The documents were in response to questions posed to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg by members of Congress in April. It looks like a music legend has not stopped making music. Cher is an avid tweeter, and lately she's been sharing her thoughts about politics. But she wrote a few words that have her fans eager to see more. She wrote, "Think album will be out in As in September. That's it. That's all she said. Cher has not released new music in 5 years. That was when her 25th studio album came out called Closer to the Truth. This summer, Cher is in a movie playing Meryl Streep's mother in Mamma Mia 2, which opens nationwide July 20th, which means she'll be playing a grandma. That's the latest. Heck, well, she can, a beautiful one. That's the latest on your afternoon update, CBS2. I'm Dana Tyler. See you later today, and of course, all day on social media and on television. See you at CBS2 News at 6 o'clock. Stay cool.